to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So the card that we have here is interesting, actually. We have the Queen of Swords, or in this deck, Sky Alpha Female. Actually, that alpha feeling instantly gave me a sense of like competitiveness. Honestly, I was kind of feeling it before while I was recording other readings today. But yeah, there could be someone here that you feel tempted to compete with, and you're definitely being called to not do that, to, you know, be the bigger person, as they say. But this Queen of Swords energy is very, very interesting, because I feel it in the more shadowy, distorted kind of energy. And I'm also feeling something here about manifestation and how you being in this sort of energy intellectually, like the distortion and stuff like that, is attracting people who also have, you know, that are also in that same energy, if that makes sense. You're not honest with yourself, so you attract people that lie to you. You're cruel to yourself, so you attract people who are hard on you. I'm seeing 222 here. You really, really need to find balance within yourself, so that way you can restore balance externally, or even just have a more balanced life if that's something you've never experienced before. You could be someone who is being called to do something differently than your ancestors did. And I feel like, you know, your ancestors, like, that are in spirit form, they really, really want to support you. Honestly, they're really coming through for this reading. Definitely, regardless of who your spirit guides are or who's supporting you on the other side, don't be afraid to communicate with the universe and your spirit guides, because they really want to support you. They want to help you trust yourself more, help you believe in yourself more, to just be yourself more, love yourself more, feel more comfortable in who you truly are, instead of trying to find comfort in someone that you're not. This is very, very interesting energy. I definitely, like, there's tensions here between safety and being yourself. Like, I feel like you have to be a different person to feel safe, but that's not true. You can be who you truly are and feel safe, which honestly, this energy is very, very interesting. I've never really had a reading like this before. But yeah, I think this is definitely going to be about connecting more with your inner child. To attract light, you first have to be that light. You can't be a source of hate, anger, and negativity and expect, you know, the complete opposite. Just as there's some source out there that we all come from, we are a source as well. And we have creations that come from us. I don't know, this energy is really, really interesting. But spiritually, I really, really feel here that you need to be focused internally and really understanding manifestation and how it works. It's very important for you to know that what's going on the inside is going to reflect on the outside. So if, you know, you are self-destructive thoughts, self-destructive feelings, you're going to attract people who are self-destructive and are destructive towards you as a result of that. There's a very strong destructive energy here. It could be you, it could be someone else in your energy, but either way, you're definitely being called to be the change that you wish to see here, to be a source of peace instead of chaos, so you can spread that peace. Whatever you want for the world, for yourself, for your community, for whatever, it is possible for you. You can be that person. You can be that person to make a difference. The name Mark could be particularly significant. The song Mark Chapman by Mainskin could be significant. The word Mark doesn't even have to be about a name. It also could be about making your mark in a way. If you are known as like a hot-headed, reckless kind of person, changing, people are going to notice that. And you're definitely going to make an impact for the better, for your highest good, and for the highest good of all. But now I'm going to move on to some custom cards that I made. We're just going to get a box, or get a deck big enough to shuffle from this box of cards that I have. And the first card, again, is really interesting. We have the number 9. And on the back, it's a song lyrics from the song Gentleman by Theory of a Dead Man. Girls don't want a gentleman. They say they do, but in the end, girls don't want a gentleman. And on the back, the number 9. Oh, we have 75 as well. On the corner here, there's a lot of messages in this little card here. 75 comes down to 13, comes down to 4. So your foundation, your sense of stability, your sense of security needs to come from within yourself, not outside of yourself, not from other people or other things. I'm also feeling here that there could be some sort of gender war going on here, like da 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 this because you're a man, da 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 that because you're a woman. And you really need to avoid that energy, because generalizing people like that it's really, really working against you. I feel like you need to be more open-minded when it comes to understanding people. And I'm also feeling here that you really, really, really need to be kind to yourself at this time. Reconnect with your inner child to help you reconnect with yourself, with your morals, with your worth, and what you actually deserve. I'm going to put this on the number 9 because that feels more significant than the song lyrics. In general, the universe and your spirit guides could definitely be trying to communicate with you through music, given that song by Mainskin, Mark Chapman, or, the song by Theory on a Dead Man on the other side. Those bands could be significant. There could also be something significant here about your purpose having to do with expressing yourself in a musical way through singing or through sound with instruments. I feel like you are talented, in a creative way, but you take that for granted. Wow, I'm really feeling this energy here about how you're a more sensitive and creative person, but you feel like you have to be more tough and productive. And I'm here to tell you that you don't. Let me think for a second. I feel like your purpose has something to do, even if like the music stuff isn't resonating, or all that other stuff that I just said, I feel like your purpose has a lot to do with going against the grain. I just saw 10:10. The universe and your spirit guides really, really want to help you with making a difference in some way. I feel like you have the potential here to prove people wrong, even people that you don't know. Like, your purpose is very, very, very significant. I feel like some decision you're being presented with right now, something you're being called to walk away from, some path you're being called to follow. It really feels like the universe and your spirit guides are trying to guide you toward your purpose. If you do see the number 9, especially like 999 or in some significant way, that is a sign about your purpose, about helping the world release what no longer works. So if you see 999, be aware of the situation you're in and how that message applies to your current situation. And I just saw 1111, so the universe and your spirit guide just want you to know that if you have any dreams, wishes, or desires, especially creative ones, it's definitely possible for you. And I saw 123, trust that everything happens for a reason. Who knows? Maybe everything you've been through has been preparing you this entire time to go after your dreams. Definitely try to find deeper meaning in the things that you can't control at this time. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I want to experience everything. Yeah, I feel like you could be feeling overwhelmed with a lot of options or a lot of opportunities. Could feel like there's opportunities all around you coming at you every which way. And I think what will help you better understand what opportunities to actually take is connecting more with yourself internally, getting trying to better understand your own thoughts, how you look at yourself, how you look at the world, how you feel about yourself, and how you feel about the world. I really feel like I just saw 1222. I love that message is coming through. Thanks for interrupting me, universe, but what the universe is trying to say with 1222 is to just be yourself and trust that it's going to pay off. It does feel like you're being faced with two paths. You either walk the path that will lead you to your dreams coming true, or you will put yourself on the path that will lead you to disappointment, heartbreak, expectations, and a lot of weight and bleh. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, get into your head about who you are. Don't doubt yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Saw 321, trust that everything happens for a reason. You're really being called to step into your power and your self-confidence for a reason at this time. I feel like your inner child, I feel like you really love life, but you feel so overwhelmed by it that overwhelmed feeling holds you back. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very, very clear to me that, oh my gosh, and I just felt like the Hermit. I was like, well, this reminds me of the Hermit, and the Hermit is with the number 9 card. Virgo could be significant, especially someone who has a significant Virgo placement. That's very specific, so if it doesn't resonate for you, that's fine. But yeah, the Hermit, that could definitely be a significant tarot card for you to look into and to better understand, because I really feel like you need to be in this Hermit kind of energy. You need to be focused on yourself right now. Maybe you feel overwhelmed because you keep putting yourself in situations. I don't know. Let's see what the next card is. We have, wow, ain't that the truth? You're allowed to enjoy life. A lot of messages coming through with this one. 1 second. So it does feel like the universe and your spirit guides are coming through to say that being disappointed about something doesn't mean you're not allowed to enjoy life anymore. I think you really need to heal from some sort of disappointment so you don't keep creating or co-creating disappointing outcomes. Let me think for a second. I really think here that you need to tell yourself that you're allowed to be happy and that you're allowed to choose you. You're allowed to take care of yourself, to protect yourself, and to do everything that you need to do to truly enjoy life. You're allowed to do what you need to do to make sure that you create a life that you deserve. You're allowed to want things. You're allowed to dream. Actually, the song If I Can Dream, I think it's called. I know it's originally by Elvis Presley, but the one that's coming through is a cover, sung by the band Maneskin, Maneskin. That could be a particularly significant artist for someone, very specific, doesn't have to be. There could be an artist here in general that is significant to you. Again, doesn't have to be. But you're allowed to go after your dreams and to do what you need to do to make them happen. As long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting others, you're allowed to be happy. Although I feel like if you are hurting yourself and others, you're not happy. So I feel that there could be some destructive energy here within yourself that you really need to work through and resolve so that way you can start creating less destructive outcomes in your life. And I'm not saying that what happens in your life is completely and totally entirely your fault. I don't agree at all with that, because sometimes the universe has to communicate, and it communicates through things that we can't control. You got to make you got to make room for the universe to communicate with you through things that you can't control. So I'm feeling here, please find deeper meaning right now in people that you can't control, in a situation that you can't control, whatever it is. Especially with that hermit energy coming through, I really feel like you need to be more connected with your thoughts, with your emotions, and with what you believe in. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really does mean a lot, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.